Only for no mention me, but to make sense, I need it to make it. It's classic on me, oh my God, I'm no faithful. I am needing you, I am needing you. Positivity, you, negativity, you, oh, yeah, I want me to go, yeah, I want me to go. I am moving higher. And to run me take ever be hallelujah. News, that the news, call the news, rushing the news, that the news, call the news, rushing the From the crown of my head to the sole of my feet, from my dead body me, from my dead body me, from the crown of my head to the sole of my feet, from my dead body me, from my dead body me.
This is Black Fire Radio.
Hapana para mimi, chukua sai zako, wengine kuba zako, kwanza tulia, tutone mdundo wako, cheza kwa hisia, kwanza kamatia, kiringa ende, dance kwa hisia, kwenye dance floor ingia, cheza kwa kuringa, mwenye atakujia, kiringa na ringa, cheza basi kama unacheza marimba, kama ngoma zetu za sindimba, cheza cheza kwa kuruka na kuimba, wenyewe wataisoma namba. Totoro, totoro, totoro,
This is Black Fire Radio.
Giza totoro, cheza na watoto kalitoka tororo. Totoro, giza totoro, cheza na watoto kalitoka tororo. Na kuna shavu na shati, viwanja vimejaa. Kila mtu anaruka kwa furaha, kuna vazi ni kazi na kanga zimekaa. Kila mtu ana hamu ya kudansa. Biachie wacha porojo. Mvute leo kuwa na come closer, no bend over. Mkono kwenye uso kama una hangover. Muda wa kuvimba kama Range Rover. Muda wa kuvimba kama Range Rover. Hili wimi zito lenye wewe.
Cheza, usiogope. Cheza, usiogope.
Cheza kama chizi. Tufike leo hizi. Tushaziko kwa mchizi.
This is Black Fire Radio.
Cheza kama chizi. Tufike leo hizi. Tushaziko kwa mchizi.
And of course, that is an African music, and of course, we get to play you amazing music here on the Black Fire Network. Karibuni sana to the Pan-African Bliss Show. My name is Joby, and you're tuned in into the Black Fire Radio media for the 21st century. I hope you are having an amazing Monday. Of course, it's an amazing another week, and we are approaching the end of the month because it's 28th of June, and I don't know if you have made any goals, if you have achieved any of your goals that you wanted to fulfill before the end of this month. And if so, I mean, that is so grateful. And of course, you should be doing this. This is something that you should be doing each and every beginning of the month, to set goals for yourself, and you ensure that you work towards them and to achieve them. Karibuni sana. I hope you also had an amazing weekend. I hope you did get to enjoy your weekend wherever you did get to enjoy it from. And of course, do remember to interact with us. That is on Facebook, on Twitter, and also on Instagram at the Black Out Fire Network. And tell me where you're listening to us from and how was your weekend, because we have an amazing show lined up for you here on the Blackout Fire Network. And if you missed any of this amazing jam, just to start, your week with some positive vibes, because they get to play you, some Afro Bongo there. That was some Afro Bongo, and when we talk of some Afro Bongo, we have the bongos from way back. That is when I was so way young, and we also have the latest bongo, which have been sung by the one and only Diamond Platnumz, Harmonize. We have in the likes of how is it called? Rayvani. We have so many bongo artists all the way from Tanzania, and I just get to appreciate some African music. And if you've missed any of these positive vibes, please get all of us. That is on www.blackoutfirenetwork.com, and you can get to comment, share, and of course leave a comment there, and also share with your friends and tell us what you think about the topics and the positive vibes that we got to introduce to you here on the Blackout Fire Radio. Karibuni sana, and of course also do remember to interact with us. That is the +254-754-402-730, and tell me where you're listening to us from. And also wave, because I can see people who are also early birds, and they are about to support our stream. Karibuni sana. And before we start the day, because here on the Blackout Fire Radio and here on the Pan-African Bliss Show, before we start the day, we love starting our day with some positive vibes, because we love talking about matters that affect us on a daily basis. We have issues rising up each and every day in our countries, in our society, in our homes. And of course, at the end of the day, we need to come together, talk about it, and find a solution at the end of the day. And the quote of the day, it goes by, knowing when to walk away is wisdom. Being able to is courage. Walking away with your head held high is dignity. So there are three words in that quote: wisdom, courage, and dignity. Because I do, the reason why I'm giving out this, this quote of the day is because, it's a new week, and of course the month is almost coming to an end. We have, some of us have had some agreements, or rather some disagreements. Some of us have had, advantages. Some of us have had some disadvantages, and some of us maybe have been holding on to. Actually, the major reason is holding on to people, or rather something that is not helping you. So the moment you find the wisdom of walking away from it, that is just walking away from something that is holding you back. That is just the toughest wisdom that you can have, because it takes courage, you being able to do it also. And walking away also with your head held up high, with proudly, like without regrets and anything. That is dignity that no one can take away from you. But karibuni sana. And of course, as I said, here on the Blackout Fire Radio, we have an amazing show lined up for you. And of course, we're going to take a short musical break. Then when we come back, we're going to be talking about, or rather see, matters that have been affecting, or rather what has been popping during the weekend. Of course, you can also interact with me and tell me where you're streaming in from. And in case maybe there's something new that is popping up in your country, be it in diaspora, be it in Tanzania, in Ghana, wherever you're listening to us from, please interact with us, because it's about to go down. And this is the one and only, him hailed by the one and only Lexi Wolf. And of course, we're gonna be right back. Do not touch that button.
The love you give, it's because of the love you take. The life you live, it's because of the steps you take. The world we live, it's deeper than the eyes can see. The blessings in, I deeper than the deep to see, to infinity and beyond, beyond. In that trying to get my beyond, to count my blessings and move on, beyond. Get that now to move out, yeah, to infinity and beyond, beyond. In that trying to get my beyond, my blessings and move on, beyond. Get that now to like one year. I wanna roll it up and light it up. Inhale the good and exhale the bad. I wanna roll it up and light it up. Inhale the good and exhale the bad. Na roll it up and light it up. Inhale the good and exhale the bad. I wanna roll it up and light it up. Inhale the good and exhale the bad. Na. Mind over matter. You can be anything you dream. Just when the feelings come on, you take them when you learn. And you can fly high and land above the stars. I remember life asked me, you want to be a star? You think you got all you got to go far? So many men they come, and many men they fall. So when you got that different, who do you think you are? I told him I'm a star. I told him I was blessed. I told him that old man I'm born already star. I told him every test. I told him it's success. I told him we got all we need to go far. Pain on our chest, I feel like heavy stress. But maybe that's the push we need to go far. It's a marathon, not the space that we are racing. We got all we need to win, now we relating. Let I'm on the roll it up and light it up. Inhale the good and exhale the bad. I'm on the roll it up and light it up. Inhale the good and exhale the bad. Na roll it up and light it up. Inhale the good and exhale the bad. I'm on the roll it up and light it up. Inhale the good and exhale the bad. Na. The love you give, because of the love you give. Go how we live, if I don't I can see. I think I started something just the other day. Riding with my dog down through life. Messing hard up in the street with my 10 toes down. Everybody running right race, 10 toes down. Listen to the rhythm of life. Sound to me like the man blues. I get it and move. Wopoti, one. Sure you know, no say everything there for you. Sure you know, no. Everything there for you. Sure you know, no say a body there for you. Sure you know, no say. Sure you know, no. Every day I try to live my life. I can live in my mind, getting high. And even in the summer, I fly. Riding on my day, getting by. Every day I try to live my life. I live in my mind, getting high. Every day I try to live my life. Every day I try to live my life. Every day I try to live my life. I live in my mind, getting high. And even in the summer, I fly. Riding on my day, getting by. Every day I try to live my life. I live in my mind, getting high. Every day I try to live my life. Every day I try to live my life. Are you ready or not? If you ready or not, dance together. Not the life every day. If you ready or not, dance together. I'm living my best life. Trying to get it up some more. Trying to get my money and more. Every day I try to live my life. I live in my mind, getting high. And even in the summer, I fly. Riding on my day, getting by. Every day I try to live my life. I live in my mind, getting high. Every day I try to live my life. Every day I try to live my life.
welcome back to the Pan-African Bliss Show. My name is Joby, and you're tuned in into the Black Hot Fire Radio Media for the 21st century. I hope you are having an amazing Monday so far. It's 30 minutes past 12 here in Nairobi, and of course, the weather of Nairobi is really crazy. It's super cold. It's like we are in a, we're snowing cold, or rather, we are experiencing the snow of cold in Nairobi because it's not. We're not experiencing the likes of sun anymore. But nonetheless, we still have to enjoy and give some positive vibes here on the Black Hot Fire Radio. Karibuni sana, and do remember to get hold of us. That is on our WhatsApp and also on our social media handles. On WhatsApp, you can get hold of us. That is at the +254-754-402-730. And on our social media handles, we have the Facebook where you can get hold of us at the Black Hot Fire Network. On Twitter, use the hashtag Pan-African Bliss with Joby and hashtag Black Hot Fire Network. And of course, on Instagram, you can also get hold of us at the Black Hot Fire Network. And tell me where you're streaming in from, where you're listening to us from, and of course, if you are enjoying this positive vibes that we got here for you. And if you've missed any of this amazing music, also these positive jams, these amazing jams, because I did get to play you in Hell by the one and only Lex the Wolf, and Wabi Sabi, that is also by him. And you can get to check his music on YouTube and see what it's all about. You can get all of us if you've missed any of these positive vibes, as I'm saying, on the www.blackoutfirenetwork.com. And you can also donate to us at the Cash App, through Cash App at the Mr. Blackout Fire Network, and also at the www.blackoutfirenetwork.com. And of course, we get to share and give you all the amazing positive vibes that we got. Karibuni sana. I also hope you did have an amazing weekend, because mine was okay. As much as I didn't get to enjoy the Naivasha whole thing, I don't know who's here who did get to go to Naivasha. Maybe Spikes will get to tell us more about it maybe later when we have the Rhythm Scoop Show and of course the 254 to Jadili Show, because we also did get to see that our President Uhuru Kenyatta did get to attend the WRC safari rally that was hosted, that is since 24th of June till yesterday. It did end yesterday, that is on the 27th of June. And the Kenyans did get to enjoy a lot. Trust me, Kenyans did get to have a lot of fun on this sports day, because do remember, this is something that I think was hosted, if I didn't get it wrong, back then in 2015 in Machakos. That is when Safari Rally was lastly hosted here in Kenya and also here in Nairobi. And people did get to have fun, and I wish I could get some clips and see how it really went, rather how people did get to celebrate, who did get to win, how many of our Kenyan drivers did get to, or rather our African people who did get to walk away with something, or rather some positive, knowledge or, lessons from it. And it's great. It's really great, because I'm also happy seeing our president taking part in this kind of sports. It shows that, as we were talking the other day, or rather as we were saying, we as African being independent when it comes to, matters of like sports, matters of education, medication, whereby we need to start or rather build a foundation that can bring us together and come up with something of our own without depending from the other people. When I say from the other people, when I'm talking about the donations that we get from the European people, or rather from the white people. We don't need all of that. I wish our president and our government could really see the potential that the young youths that have, we have talents. Young youths here in Africa are talented, and they just need an opportunity, or rather a chance, to just showcase whatever they have. And I do believe it's gonna take them far. And in matters of entertainment still, and we have Kenyans who are celebrating Matatu. And it was just a thought that really came into my mind, and apparently I did find it, or rather bump into it also on the internet. We as Kenyans, or rather I don't know about the whole Africa, where else we do get to, have art culture in our, our buses, or rather our transport, our transport sectors, or rather our transport means of transport. And I'm speaking none about the matatus here we have in Kenya. I do believe in Kenya, and I remember Keith arguing about this, but I do believe in Kenya we are the most best talented. We have the most best talented artisans in matters of drawing, in matters of coming up with different types of art, because we have seen that Kenya is a city that is rapidly growing, which is rapidly growing in the Eastern African region, and with a unique identity cemented in its public means of transport sector. And I do remember when Cardi B, she was, or rather, she did get to be tagged on Twitter, whereby she was drawn in a matatu, and she did get to say, "I wish in US we did have this kind of, things." And she did get to also mention that US is boring, and I can also agree so, because I don't believe, or rather, I don't know how, because we as Kenyans we are used to this art, or rather this culture of seeing our matatus being drawn. We call them manyanga, okay? We call them manyanga because, I don't know how to describe it, but it's just so unique. It's so beautiful. Getting to, board in a means of transport which is so pimped. It looks like a house inside. It has TVs, it has all types of music, all types of entertainment, and of course the art that is really outside. It somehow contributes to the business, or rather the means of transport in business here in Nairobi. And this is something that is so unique, especially in all the African continents. So I'm just gonna share a clip and see what we are all about. I'd rather show you people what the Kenyan matatus we are all about, or rather the means of transport that we get to use here in Africa, especially in Kenya, because I don't know about other countries. I have seen in the likes of Tanzania, they use tuk-tuk. I don't know how to call them in English, but it's like some small cabs that they get to use. I have not seen them in the likes of having these big buses which have big ads, unless they are the traveling buses, like the long distance. The long distance means of transport that they get to use. So I'm just gonna share a clip and see, or rather show you guys what it's all about.
Pull up and up on the Smurf. Pull up and up on the BB. Pull up and up on the fans. Pull up and up on the BB.
This is Nairobi, Kenya's capital, a city that is rapidly growing in the Eastern Africa region, with a unique identity cemented in its public transport sector. With a population of slightly over 4 million people, movement from one part of Nairobi to another is facilitated by many buses, known as matatus. Over time, the matatu industry has evolved from a simple mode of transport into a flashy and controversial culture.
This is Matatu culture, and Matatu culture is all about competition. On this ride, it will be the best.
The matatus, their signature displays of graffiti, varying from titles, characters, religion, or even local and international celebrities, amongst other art representations. Their interiors are fitted with sophisticated sound systems for loyal clients to enjoy as they ride to their destinations. But why do industry players go to the extent of pimping these matatus, which are seemingly just meant for public transport?
The customers that we target are of a specific age.
The vehicle gets filled up fast, and people get home or to work in a good time. Brian Yama is the founder of Matwana Matatu Culture, an organization tasked with documenting new trends in the matatu industry, and also with the promotion of its culture beyond Kenya.
People in this industry they do a lot of amazing stuff.
It's not just about
just from one point to another. You'll find there is more than that. Dig deeper.
And yes, family, that is what it's all about. I mean, we have an amazing and also a unique culture here in Kenya, whereby you just get to see the means of transport being so arted in such a unique way. And as they said, or rather as they did get to mention, as we call them manyanga, because it's like it's like a young culture growing up, or rather, let me just say, like, how do I call it? It's like a young person getting into, the youth moment. I don't know how to call it, but it's just so amazing. We just have an amazing culture when it comes to the means of transport. And this is something that is so rare to find. So I'm just proud of the, how Kenyans get to portray this. And it's really really so amazing. And another means of entertainment, we're gonna take a short musical break. Then when we come back, we're gonna be seen, or rather talk more about what is really happening before we introduce the topic of today. Because do remember, I did say the quote of the day is, which will bring us also to the topic of today: knowing when to walk away is wisdom. Being able to is courage, and walking away with your head held up high, it's dignity. So we have three words. We have wisdom, we have courage, and we also have dignity, which also applies to the topic of the day, which we're gonna be talking about. So we're gonna take a short musical break. Then when we come back, I'm gonna be telling you what we're gonna be talking about. Please do not touch that button. Keep it the Black on Fire Radio. We are coming back.
Gonna be my baby, you a freak. Running on the right, lipstick, you wanna kiss. This is time, sippy with a good chick. Never face short, it all a nice body, let me touch that.
Oh, she like it when I touch her body. Oh, she like it. Oh, she like it when I touch her body. Oh, she like it. Lips check, smile check, nothing fake. Lips check, smile check, nothing fake. I like her body, she gon' work with me tonight. I like her body, she gon' work with me tonight. She like it. She like it. She like it. She like it.
Baby girl, look fine as face, yeah. When you lost any day, wanna trace, yeah. Shani nice, takukemba kuna taste, yeah. Takupenda utakumbuka 10 days, yeah. Sitafika kwa you don't wanna talk less. Kunijua, kanijua, take timeless. Takuspell, got a good cash. To have fun, let me hold that. Niko hold tight, let me hold you daddy. Shakupenda chosi, kupimi mami.
Marius. Honey girl, let me call you sweetie. You are my sweet and sweet with your love. I can't explain how you make me feel. But like I said, I love this feeling. When I'm with you, I'm free to complete. A star, a shining in my world. Call me sweetie, call me love.
Shakubali, give me wako, give me good love, give me true love. I like it, I like it. My baby's fire. You be my fire, you be my lighter. You be the star up in the sky with the shining my taco. I love you forever, I nobody deny you. Come with my friends and my family, yeah, I can't do without you. My baby, oh, you be my strength and my power. You already know, I feel do anything for your matter, yeah. My baby, oh, I feel jump mountain for you. I feel die and stay for you. Do anything you want me to do, yeah. Oh, yeah, come here. Come here, come here, come here. Oh yeah, come here. Come here, come here, come here. Oh yeah, come here, baby. Come here, come here, come here. Oh yeah, come here. Come here, come here, come here. Ooh, my baby Kilimanjaro. My baby Sparrow. My baby Kilimanjaro. My baby Sparrow. Darling, now only you are the city from my dream. I don't care. Loving is wrong, I don't want to be right here. You be my sugar, and I love you forever. The night put us on the sun. Make it come here, come here, come here. Oh yeah, come here. Come here, come here, come here. Oh yeah, come here, baby. Come here, come here, come here. Oh yeah, come here. Come here, come here, come here. Ooh, my baby Kilimanjaro. My baby Sparrow. My baby Kilimanjaro. My baby Sparrow. My baby fine, you get romantic, try, you get romantic. My baby sweet, you know they stingy. I say, you know they stingy. Come about, hey, you do to me well, hey, it's a laka. I look like Chaco. Come with my friends and my family, hey, they all want to meet you. I care about you, and I love you, baby, yo. You be my strength and my power. You already know, I say do anything for your matter, yeah. My baby, oh, it's a mountain for you. I feel die and stay for you. Do anything you want me to do, yeah. Oh yeah, come here. Come here, come here, come here. Oh yeah, come here. Come here, come here, come here. Oh yeah, come here, baby. Come here, come here, come here. Oh yeah, come here. Come here, come here, come here. Ooh. You must be addicted to this, yeah.
Hey, and we are back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Pan African Bliss Show. Man, I need to go to some DJ skills and learn something because we got to know how to handle and control all these things. But I hope you are having an amazing and wonderful time here on the Pan African Bliss Show. My name is Joby, and you're listening to the Black on Fire Radio media for the 21st century. Please interact with us. That is on Facebook, on Twitter, and also on Instagram, and tell me where you're tuning in from, and of course, and tell me how was your weekend and how is your week kicking in along. I can see Robert Williams, habari za asubuhi Malkia. Hey, niko salama sana, karibu sana kwenye show. I hope you are doing okay, Robert Williams. I'm doing great. Personally, I cannot complain. And of course, today we're gonna be talking, or rather, I had introduced some, or rather, given some hints on what we're going to be talking about today, because it includes 3 words: wisdom, courage, and dignity. And this applies also in relationships. And today I'm going to be talking about disrespect in marriages. Disrespect in marriages, or rather in relationship. And the question of today is, do you think men lead women to disrespecting them? Because we've seen in the likes of we've seen in the likes whereby
you be my fire, you be my light, oh. You be the star up in the sky with the shine in my lap, oh. I love you forever. I never deny you. Come in my friends and my family, I can't do without you. My baby, you be my strength and my power. You already know, if you do anything for your matter, yeah. My baby, you're my baby. Come here, come here. Oh yeah, come here. Come here, come here, come here. My baby sparrow. I'm a baby funny, they romantic. They romantic.
And we are back. Welcome back to the Pan African Bliss Show. I'm really sorry about that. And we were talking about, effects, or rather, what leads to disrespect in relationships, or rather in marriages. And I did ask, the question of the day is, do you think men lead women to disrespecting them? Because personally, I'd say yes, because we've seen in the likes of whereby, when a relationship is new, love is all over in the air. There's everything, or rather a man, it's just the way that, Spice was talking the other day, whereby, we meet a man, or rather a woman, who shows you what she's all about. But, after some years, or rather after some time, she shows her true colors. Or it's like, me bumping into someone who has money and is spending it all on me, showing me, the kind of a lifestyle that he's all about. And maybe if, I joyride with it, I just joyride with it. And by the time he's coming to his, his own